last week on the Glass Cannon podcast.
You slip into the library as the others are all talking.
What is wrong? We ended up finding some blueprints that suggested there are secret doors with secret rooms in this building. Yeah.
I think it is imperative that we explore it.
Hopefully there's no one down here. This is like a classroom.
It looks like an immense lecture hall. 2 rows of wooden benches, all facing a large stage. Zephyr, you were up first.
She's like walking up to this stage area.
You hear this like clunk, and all of a sudden, gas begins to fill the area. Zephyr, you immediately fall unconscious. At the same time, the purple curtains in the back of the room begin to rustle, and 2 creatures come out.
Oh my God! Zephyr's gone!
It's Big Hairy Yike's turn. What do you think? Breath weapon? Flames come bursting out.
Oh my God, it's a fire yeti!
It's a demon!
I am going to swing with my kukri, 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yes!
Brother Ramius.
He will heal Zephyr.
Gek is sitting there wobbly and fatigued.
I'm so far away.
Give me a will save.
24.
That's a failure. You now fall unconscious.
Oh,
So Gek goes down. The creature levitates into the air.
Oh my God.
And flies over Gek's body.
Oh
My God.
The adventure continues now.
Folks, we are in the presence of royalty today. All hail the king of dumb accents.
All hail. Of crowns.
Kill that man.
I mean, how do you even explain this to people that haven't followed us since day one? So specific.
What's going on
With
here?
a shirt that says beef. It's just too much.
I mean, long story long, one day you just kept saying, I took a crown. And then I think I said it on air before we weren't like riffing pre-show.
It was pre-show. I mentioned a story where a friend of mine, Jason, sent me a picture of a crown that was called Razzmatazz. That was the name of the color. And this was during the heyday of Giant Slayer.
Yeah.
And we were about to record an episode of Androids and Aliens. And I mentioned that he sent me the picture of this crown. And you were just like, picture of what? What did you just say?
And then we realized that you and most people from your area call crayons crowns. And so now you have a crown.
So I've always said it, and I got to shout out my man Mitch way back in Dallas, when we were in Dallas, handed this to me pre-show.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, it's an amazing amount of work. So I was like, I got to wear this on the show for at least a little bit.
He colored down the ones on the end.
I mean, they're trimmed down. I mean, and it comes like, there's like a diadem right here, man. It's like the real John Jamsky.
Is it
it's
heavy?
good stuff.
That's a lot of crayons.
Yeah, it's extremely uncomfortable.
Heavy is the head that weighs the crown.
Yeah, exactly. Heavy is the head.
Heavy is the head that calls it crown.
Crown.
Do your children say crown, or do you teach them the right word?
They say crayon, and crayon. I can barely even say it. They say crayon. My wife reinforces it every once in a while when she's like out running errands or something. I'm like, "You want to color with some crowns?" And I just sort of like try to push that, but it doesn't seem to be working. None of my kids say wooder. It's very depressing.
Oh my God.
All their cousins say wooder. I watch them growing up. I'm like, oh.
So weird.
Yeah.
You can wear that the whole F, huh?
Like, no. I'm going to take it off immediately.
Too heavy.
I am worried about what my hair is going to look like after.
We'll let you know. We'll be honest.
Okay.
We'll be honest.
Appreciate it.
Toss a cap on, man.
Appreciate it.
That's what I do.
Toss a cap on.
Save time with gel and mousse.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Mitch. This thing's awesome.
It rocks.
This cracks me up. Yeah.
We, our cinematographer, Matt Brody, brought us some Treehouse beer. Which we've talked about it all the time.
Round of applause to Matt behind the camera there.
Whenever we head to Boston for a show, we always stop there on the way and just have the best day of the year.
Yep.
Now we've got it fresh in studio. It's amazing.
This is fantastic.
So this is going to be a fun app. Big 8.2s.
Yeah. That's where I went to. Sydney, I was splitting a can.
Yeah, not
Half
too
ski?
much. Yeah.
Oh, half
Nice.
ski.
What do you got? A mash soda there?
It's a lemon peel ginger root soda
What
So good.
because I'm a little baby when it comes to beer.
Is that mash though? Is that what that's called? That's the adult
I've been
soda.
influenced by Sydney. I
like
get it
those.
every
Yeah.
time.
I've heard
So.
of this. It's a gimmick.
It makes you feel healthy.
Yeah.
It's a gimmick.
Toss a little
It's a nice
fucking
little treat.
vodka and the little Tito's.
I
in that
would.
mash.
You don't have any.
That would be really good, actually.
I would.
How do we not have nips?
For real.
We have the studio for 2 years. We don't have nips back there?
Right. We should get studio nips.
Francis, bring in some nips next time. On it.
On it.
New line item in the budget. What is this $4,800 charge?
Studio nips.
The Tito's Corporation. So, it's a weird time of year here in the studio. This is the first time we've recorded where I'm starting to feel a little warm.
Yeah.
Starting to feel a little sticky. Don't like it.
You know, it
Might have
doesn't
to
help.
shower again.
8.5%.
No.
Doesn't make you feel any cooler.
Doesn't dry you off.
No.
It gets you wet.
Yes.
Hell yeah, brother.
What is wrong with me? I get to a room with you guys and I feel like my brain chemistry changes. Like there's pheromones like hanging out with too many guys.
Yeah.
And then I just start saying some shit.
Yeah. It's like,
Bros.
it's like breathing in an invisible gas trap.
I don't say this around my mother.
Exactly.
I don't talk like this.
You're kind of the broiest of all of us in a way.
Actually,
after about an hour.
Me?
Bro.
I just need to stretch a little.
Sid SID comes out.
Yeah.
You know, Sydney is traditionally a man's name.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It comes from the old
Sydney.
English.
I always thought it was weird when I
Portier.
met you.
Yeah, but I don't
Like,
spell
why
it.
does that girl have a man's name?
And a man's haircut, but I don't spell it like that.
No, you don't. You
I
spell it the womanly way.
Oh, the Australian way, the womanly way.
Sydney. You have a lot of names. What's your actual name? Do you want to tell us?
No, I can't reveal
I
that.
thought so, yeah.
Yeah, it's my parole officer would be upset.
When we first met, you were like, here's my name. And I looked you up and you weren't by that name, but then you had another name. And
What
you
are
had a
you
lot
talking
of different names.
My name is Sydney. What are you talking about?
I think he's
don't
thinking of your
you?
Instagram
It
handle.
was
Oh, my middle
You
name.
have different
You have
last names.
different last
names.
names. You're kind of all over the place.
I don't know for sure, but I think we have to assume
Yeah.
it's crime related.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what it would say if I looked on your license.
I just said my parole officer would be upset if I divulged any more information.
There are protagonists in Icelandic sagas who have fewer names than you do.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to add like of Johnson or something,
Yeah.
something to my name.
Skid, you're rocking a lot of color over there.
I
You
got
got your
I want to be more colorful.
little bone
What's
storm,
the
little
tea?
mats.
What's the tea today?
This is my Bone Storm tea.
Yep.
I love this.
Buy me Bone Storm or go to hell. Young man in this house, we use a little word called please.
Do you have a similar shirt for Lee Carvalho's putting challenge?
I want to get one. I want to get a Lee Carvalho's putting challenge. Go with it.
That's great. You excited for baseball? Baseball season right around the corner. Opening day is actually probably already passed by the time you're
Yeah, we're in
watching.
the middle
I'm
of
sure the Mets are already 6 games out of first. But I'm so excited. I'm just like this season, like more than even usual. I'm always excited for baseball season.
It's a
but-
good
You
season
got a
to be excited
A
about.
high ticket item. You spent some money.
Yeah. I spent a lot of money. This is more than anybody. Once again, and we got a Soto to be proud of, and I'm super excited. And also, like now where I live, I can walk to Citi Field.
Oh, that's so huge.
And so as this is airing, I may actually be there, like watching.
Have you thought about getting City season tickets?
Yeah,
I think it might be time.
Yeah, it may be. But the problem is, it's just like with their schedule, it's just like it doesn't make sense for me to like go all in on season ticket. I might get a package.
Yeah, I get a package.
Which I've done before in the past with our friend Pat McGrath. We did a couple seasons of that. But
package. Do you 152 games? 162 games. How many do you think you watch?
How many do I watch?
Yeah, I'm not talking playoffs. Just
what does watch mean?
Like
6 innings.
Well, this
minimum?
is it for someone.
5 innings.
Is it quality watch?
For someone with borderline obsessive compulsive disorder, I would say watching it start to finish.
Oh, that's insane.
You're losing by 10 runs. You still got to watch through that.
The first playoff game. That's the first 9-inning game I watched.
Yeah.
Well, no, not 100%, but I've watched maybe less than 5 in a season.
I watch
all 9 innings.
Last couple seasons, I've watched less baseball than I have like in the past. But this season and in seasons past, like 2014, I probably watched 150 games.
Wow. Yeah. That's crazy. Because you'll watch the next day, right? If you miss it,
what I usually do is I'll watch the next day.
Yeah. They do this thing like Red Sox in 60 where you can watch the night
the compressed game.
Compressed.
But I watch the full game. I don't watch the I watch the entire thing.
It's really how you follow the team. Do you sit there with a scorebook like an old lady?
I used to.
I do that when we go to games.
Yeah, that was really fun. They taught me about it. I didn't know that was like a thing.
It's fun. A little story we probably told before when Joe and I used to play softball in Central Park. When I always loved it when Joe's mom and dad came into town because Joe's mom would keep the score. Because
she grew up keeping score.
Because I was the coach, I was on the team, and I wanted to keep everybody's stats. So I'd be like, "Hold on, I'm up. Can you hold this while I run to first base?"
I kept the score at my daughter's softball all last season. So among the assistant coaches, I was one of them. Everybody was like, "Don't feel like doing that." I was like, "I'll do it." You know, it's a little labor intensive, but I find it to be fun.
I find it very fun
to like track it and know
when
what
I was
happened.
When I was in college, and we've talked about this before, but when I was in college, we got NBA Live 95 on I think the Sega Genesis or whatever it was, or the PlayStation, and we had a league. So it was the first one where you could do custom teams. Mm-hmm. And so like you could put, a player from any team on the league on any other team on the league, whatever. So we made up like custom teams and we had a draft, like my friends and I, out of every player in the league. And it's just like we had like 8 teams and we go around like we drafting these super teams. And then we had a tournament. We had a regular season like over the course of the semester, and then like we would have seeding, and then we'd have a tournament, a championship, and everything. And the game would not track stats at that point. So we tracked stats by hand. And I was going through like this stuff like boxes from college, and I found like all of the box scores from like every game that we played. Like I still had them. And I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. This is like one of the top 5 best memories of anything I've ever done in my life is that league.
It is a certain personality quirk because I did the same exact thing with Blades of Steel.
Blades of Steel.
We had like notebooks full of like, all right, well, you run that 1-2-1. Overtime, we would keep stats. Who saw as many goals? Yep. This was pre like stat.
Yeah, it wouldn't do it record them. It wouldn't save them. So it's like you had to go through.
Guys, it's so fucking easy. You don't even know.
Kate, with your NBA 2K23, you have no idea.
Take it off for granted, Kate.
I think I like left my body for like a minute. I don't know what.
I looked over at Sydney's face and it was not unlike this. She was just like,
yeah.
I think that's also time.
It's also probably 98% of the audience.
Yeah.
I would assume. Also just phased out.
Can you imagine loving a sport to the point where like you have to watch every single game? Like your team gets in the playoffs, you can't miss a second of it. You feel sick to your stomach if you start moving your life around to make sure you don't miss a playoff game. Either of you do you have anything analogous to that?
Do you love anything that much?
Do you care about anything in your life?
Care about anything that's significant, like sports?
My cat.
Yeah.
You would watch your cat?
I watch her all the time.
You probably move your schedule around a lot for your cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
But would you watch them 150 times a year?
Yeah.
Do you ever see your cat and scream and
Yes.
jump off the couch cheering?
Yes.
what about for Vanderpump Rules?
I mean, that's not a sport.
Let me ask you this.
That's a lifestyle.
Would you record your cat running around the house for 3 hours because you couldn't be home to watch it or do it live and then stay up till 1 a.m. watching it?
Yeah, I do that all the time. I go on my phone, I just rewatch pictures and videos of her while she's like on me.
All right, so you get sports.
If your cat made a huge mistake against a rival cat, would it send you into a week-long depression?
Yeah, probably. Circumstances of that happening would stress me out.
Rival cat.
Sure. Fuck that rival cat. That's my fucking rival now. And you know what? I think I get it. I think I get you.
I think you understand.
If your cat made an ill-advised transaction with another cat, would you then swear off all cats for a period of time until the cats became active again and you'd find yourself crawling back to the cat?
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
I think
depends
when
how
I'm
much
There's a lot of
transaction
common ground
is.
here.
Unless I have
I feel a lot of empathy.
unless I bet on it, no. Which I've come to. I'm like realizing now. I'm not in it for the love of the game.
You're in it for the money.
In it for the
I'm
money.
in it for the money.
Like most things. Are you a big, what do you got, a big FanDuel account there?
No.
DraftKings
I'm
over
just
there?
when describing it, I'm like, no, I just would not spend the time and energy on something like that unless I was doing like a league with friends or something. And I had like $100 on the line. I'd be like, ooh, really hope they score. Got to watch the game because I'm in it. But no.
And so this isn't part of your upbringing. This wasn't part of your family.
No, we liked the Yankees growing up. We were a Yankees house.
Gross.
But and we liked soccer.
Threw up in your mouth a little bit there.
Yeah, sorry.
Soccer too, huh? Double,
Yeah.
twofer.
Yeah, we would go like watch the Red Bulls, and we would watch Yankees, but
Nice.
no, not football. No, and never like that. My dad was not like a sports guy. I rode dirt bikes. I was into like skateboarding and dirt bikes. I wasn't into sports.
You see all these counts of like, when you look back at your life, were you going to be happy for all the time you spent watching sports? And I'm like, yeah, I love sports.
That's
Yeah,
great.
it's
That's
awesome.
great.
I've
Gives me
never
a
once
shit ton of joy.
I've never once seen any of those accounts.
No,
You're getting fed some certain
I
accounts.
see a lot of different things.
Maybe you're watching too much.
Why they show
sports.
me these accounts? I got a text last week from the commissioner of my now two sons baseball league.
Oh, no.
Nash and Archer are going to be on the same team for this spring before
Whoa.
Archer moves
Wow.
up to Bantams
Are
and
they
Dash
gonna like
stays
that?
T-ball. Well, they like it because their dad's the assistant coach. That's kind of fun. It's a lot of work being the assistant coach. But I get a call from the commissioner. Hey, Troy, it's Ken. Need you to call me. Never met Ken in my life.
Oh, boy.
We're already on a first name basis. How about Mr. LaValle? Anyways.
This is the wait. I just want to be clear. Never met him before in your life.
Nope.
You won't return any of our calls.
Well, this is Ken, the commissioner of...
Yeah, what are you the commissioner of?
Certainly not Little
Pipe
League.
down over there. Let the man finish his story.
Yeah.
If I got a
So
call
Ken
from-
calls you, says
Ken-
it's urgent.
Ken texts me, says, Troy, should have said, Mr. LaValle, need you to give me a call as soon as you get this. Like, guys, gotta call Ken. Gotta call the commish. Like, hey Ken, this is Troy LaValle. How can I help you? He goes, hey, Troy, I'm in a bit of a pickle. I am putting all these teams together. I got 120 kids for 10 teams, and I got 7 head coaches. So it sounds like you're a real pickle, Ken. But I'm with Coach Quinn. That's I've been with him for a couple of years now. I like being his assistant because I travel and whatnot. He goes, yeah, I hear you. Everybody wants to be on Coach Quinn's team. He's like, I got this other guy. I only put 10 kids on a team. 20 kids have all requested to be on this guy's team, so I got to move people around. He's like, any chance you want to be a head coach? And I'm like, I mean, I'd love to. But I'm not sure if I have to miss time because sometimes I'm flying back on Sunday for the games. And he goes, well, maybe I can put you with this other guy to be a head coach and you could be the assistant. I said, you know what, Ken? That's not going to work for me. I'll be the head coach and he can be my assistant. And he says, you're a real trooper, Mr. LaValle. Then he called me Mr. LaValle. I'm taking some creative liberties here with the end of the story. But suffice it to say,
Befitting your new rank.
I'm now the head coach.
You're now the head coach.
I
I'm
think
head coach.
he's saying that he needs to be wearing the crown.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I've spent the past week and a half watching several videos on how to be the head coach of
Yeah.
the T-ball team.
Can you give us?
Did you take the horrifying tests of spotting a predator?
No, I know.
They're hard.
I
You
know.
watch, by the time you're done watching it, you're like, everyone is trying
Am
to
I
kill
a
my
predator?
child. Everyone. You have to like watch these training videos and do these like tutorials about spotting, suspicious behavior among adults.
Like guys in the crowd.
This is
Yeah.
They only
Well,
do
no,
this-
like other parents. I mean, it's very scary. It's basically always like, it's always right there. Like you always have to be watching.
They don't.
So
they only do
scary.
this in New Jersey because everybody's a convicted felon.
It is a state law.
It's America's.
I'll admit,
America's
this is
Australia.
in Jersey.
There's not been a crime in my town in 6 years. But
Just wait till you lose your first game.
yeah, I know. Local head coach goes on drunken rampage through post office.
Luckily, it was a Sunday.
Anyways, stay tuned throughout the year for some more
For
stories
updates?
on
Oh, that's
how
very exciting.
head coaching is going because it's all about making sure they have fun. Because if they have fun, they'll associate baseball with fun, but you also want
You
to
know
make
what's
sure
fun?
Winning.
Winning.
Yeah.
So we'd like to
Oh my
know
God.
your record
Yeah.
week by week
Right.
as we go.
And I'll
You
be
have
secretly
to-
keeping stats, but not telling the parents or the kids.
Don't be afraid to scream at them.
Yeah.
That's my one piece of advice. That
Just-
seems to work.
Isolate.
Make them afraid to make a mistake.
Yeah.
If they're afraid to make a mistake,
They won't.
they'll make fewer mistakes.
They'll make less mistakes.
I don't think you're gonna have a problem with this, but I think what Skid is saying is isolate the thing they feel most insecure about, and then hammer that.
Yeah, because then that'll teach them to feel more secure.
Any final thoughts from the two of you?
Yeah, I really want to hear how this goes. I'm so curious after like game 3 of the same child just sitting on third base and not doing anything, how you're gonna handle the situation.
T-ball's
Like
tough.
hands down his pants, sitting on third base, won't
Just
do
picking
anything.
grass blades
Yeah.
while the ball rolls by.
Eating the grass, choking on the grass.
I'm actually more concerned about him pulling a Pete Rose and just start gambling on his own game.
That's,
Oh no.
I didn't think about that, but
little
that's,
side pot.
Yeah.
Okay, they want the scores. I want how many clipboards you break.
I
That's what I want to know.
love a clipboard. And of course, this clap.
Oh yeah.
oh gosh.
Let's
All
go.
right, awkward.
Weird.
It's a head coach clap. All right, come on.
Get it.
All right, what do the kids have to call you? Coach? Or they call you
Coach T, Coach Troy,
Coach T is
Mr. L,
Mr. L?
Mr. L.
Big Papa.
I like it when they call me Big Papa.
Big Papa and my friends will see you right after this break. Hey, welcome back. I want to thank Big Papa's sponsors. Foundry Virtual Tabletop. Got to see Foundry in Actione last week.
After a long break, back on the Foundry. Also, Norse Foundry.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for making the greatest dice in the world. Also took a long break. There was a lot of role playing. Sometimes you roll a diplomacy here or there.
I want to get rid of those.
But man, this is just like over and over and over and over and over.
Tired of rolling dice.
I agree
for
with you.
Nothing.
There's no
Just
point
stop.
in rolling dice if you just want to role play the story.
Right. I
That's
want to know
fine.
some more information. What's your society? 15. You know the information.
Exactly.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing being sponsored by a dice company when we could not be rolling dice?
Well, we roll it when it matters.
Right.
I just rolled 2 D6s and a D20. 6, 6, 17 on the D20.
I mean, it's
Glass cannon,
Wow.
glass cannon, planet die.
Nice.
7. Just rocks. Just rocks back here.
Nice.
Not as good.
And then you rolled a 1.
I don't want.
Hey, well,
Kind of 5. Yeah. So shout out to the sponsors. Man, we be playing around with this on Ascension. I want to continue to play around with it, getting these character sheets a little more active. You know, we're trying to find workarounds. There's like a Hero Lab import that's kind of working, but it would be fun because when you target dudes and do your attack, like if it's a spell, you'll see the fire attack them. You'll
Yeah.
see the sword hit.
Yeah.
The damage can be automated. There's a lot of fun things we can do for the purposes of the show with 45 cameras in here. We can only do so much, but I would like to play around with it. Ascension is going to be a fun test for that. Speaking of which, we're back from Milwaukee and St. Paul. It's at what week is it now? Is it possible that we are in?
I think we're already heading to.
Are we already heading to Seattle and
Seattle.
Portland this week?
Oh wow.
See 79, 80, 81. It's like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. But there's probably tickets still available. That Seattle venue is huge. We are in Seattle tomorrow night and then Portland on Saturday. So if you're around, you're in the PN Dubs, or maybe you're in San Francisco or you're in Vegas, you want to come out. Come say hi. These
Yukon.
shows are going to be red. Hi, yeah, Yukon, Vancouver people. We're not coming to Vancouver this year. Come make that trek down. You heard it here first. We're not coming. So please, come on. Come to both. You made the trip. Might as well just keep going.
Yeah.
Take a seaplane like I was planning to do if we were playing Vancouver.
You know, and a lot of people did that in Dallas and Austin, and I think they had a great time.
Oh, the people that went to
seem to.
both shows.
Yeah,
made a weekend out of it.
Yeah, it's the whole story. You're and it's back-to-back nights. You don't have like a day in between like we used to have before.
And then you have Sunday to do what you will.
Exactly.
Yeah, very exciting. I just want to make sure that I got that right, that we are tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Anyways, whatever. If not,
It is.
fucking figure it out.
It's tomorrow.
We're already there.
Beef. So you find out over the past couple weeks something is not right at Ritalson Manor. And that discovery leads to a discovery of plans hidden under the floor in Dr. Riddleson's bedroom for an extension beneath Riddleson Manor. Secret door in the library leading below to all these chambers. To what purpose, you don't know. You sneak to the library, open the door, slide down this winding staircase. It's damp. You smell sewage. Maybe you're like in the sewer system beneath Lepperstadt here, where there has been some reconstruction. You open the door very loudly. Don't forget, very loudly.
Yeah.
And you're in this, like, what would you call it? Like a something hall.
Lecture hall.
A lecture hall. A lecture hall with stadium seating and pews leading down to a stage with operating tables and a big purple curtain behind it. Zephyr and Gick decide to go right through, right up to the stage. As they walk between the pews, they set off some sort of trap that sends this gas up into the air that leaves Gick fatigued and Zephyr unconscious. Then behind those purple curtains, two Daemons come out. These large, horned, gorilla-looking creatures that breathe fire, cast spells, claw attacks, jaw attacks that do extra vicious damage that hurts not only the person being attacked, but them as well. Very, very strange creatures.
Matt Damon.
And it gets pretty bad. Zephyr finally wakes up, backs up out of the room. Gick then falls unconscious. The creature, one of them, flies up and over Gick's body. That's where we left off.
I don't think this should even be happening.
I agree.
I can't believe they can fly.
Taken.
I can't believe they can fly.
They believe they can fly.
They have a lot of powers, I just want to say.
Well, I think they've been experimented on. Their creations. They have a little bit of power in a bunch of different areas.
Or
This feels very Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Or we get power from things like that, from Yetis or from, our deviant abilities come from them.
How?
Possible.
Matthew, it's a fantasy world. Use your imagination. I don't know. Just spitballing and having fun.
You can lead a horse to water, Sydney.
I know.
You know?
But then Matthew comes over and shoots the horse in the head.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
That'll teach that horse.
I was just saying, is there an actual theory here?
Wow. Sorry, Sydney.
I didn't realize that I needed an entire theory. I was just hypothesizing.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I needed a back-sounded scientific theory.
Wow.
I'm going to be unconscious here. Do what you will.
Okay.
Plenty of time to come up with a theory.
When I'm dead. In the afterlife.
Well, the creature casts some sort of spell on it, perhaps, or activates some sort of power, purple glow around its body. It then levitates and flies up over the body of Gick. Ceilings are probably about like 12 to 15 feet high, and it's just like coming up the stadium seating. The ceiling is angled. It's not like flat, so it's higher at one end. It's like angled like this, and he's just... And then he takes some damage. Let's roll a recovery check, because when he used his breath weapon, Zephyr failed, and Zephyr took persistent fire damage. But he, not unlike the vicious wound that he did to himself, takes persistent fire damage as well. Of course, only for this round, as I rolled a natty 18. But he will still take fire damage to the tune of 8.
Wow, that's a good roll for us.
It's 2d6 minus 2.
Yeah, so
that's
10
great.
on the die.
Takes 8. And moving right along, it's the Amicus Barnes, who is stunned.
And it really is bumming me out.
Yeah, it's stunned as a bummer.
Yeah.
It's a real
I'm stunned
fly
one,
in the ointment.
but it will tick down right after this Next round, I'll get all my actions.
2
back.
actions this round, and then back to 3 next round, unless you get stunned again.
All right, I think I got to play it as safe as possible. I'm going to do a swap action to swap my kukri with my chakram, and then I will throw it at this guy.
Okay. All right, Stunny.
Natural 20.
Oh, huge.
Wow. He's taking up that entire hallway. You couldn't even get back into the room unless you climbed up over the ledge. Natural 20. Right. That is going to be a fan critical.
Oh, amazing. All right, let's. This one's from Phil Perez in Longview, Washington.
Hi, Phil.
Fill her up.
Here's a little Philly John for you.
Gosh.
Oh dear.
I hope that's a Philly.
This could be very good. I don't
In
know.
regard to your name.
Is it Phil-Y?
No.
He's not fun.
In a classic Philly Joe fashion, you forgot to adequately wash your hands after enjoying a delicious, greasy cheese whiz-filled steak sandwich. The, what did you throw?
Chakram.
The chakram you use to make your ranged attack has a slight coating of cheese whiz, double damage, and your target must make a reflex save.
Okay.
So first double damage, then a reflex save.
Okay. And
So I would like to remind you that this all counts as holy damage.
And you
The
get
holy
a +1
chakram.
from the Courageous
That's
Anthem.
factored in.
All right, that's an 18 on the reflex, which
Oh, that's going to be a fail.
Yeah.
And it's 22 points of damage.
22
Nice.
points of
Nice.
damage.
Holy damage.
Plus
22 holy damage.
22 holy will then tick off that extra big hit. Big
The
hit.
cheese whiz is flung into the creature's eyes,
No.
blinding it for one round.
Wow.
What a dumb
You
creature.
can spend one action to wipe this away.
Maybe
from your
we'll
eyes.
say it's like blood.
Yeah,
Because
maybe instead of cheese whiz.
Maybe instead of cheese whiz, it's just
old
Maybe
blood.
you
It's
put
just
some
blood.
cheese in your pocket from dinner.
Oh, yeah.
For later.
Well, you just
Maybe
set
it's
up-
gravy.
Maybe it's
Let's say
gravy.
it's
Yeah, it
gravy.
could be grilled gravy hands. Yeah.
Gravy.
So it
Spill
gets
on
into
my
its eyes.
chakram.
It is blinded unless it spends an action to wipe it away during its turn.
it's more of gravy than of grave about you, I fear.
I do fear that. And because I'm stunned,
Thank
that's
you,
my
Phil.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Phil.
Phil.
All right, it's large hairy Yikes' turn. The one that just got blood
In its eyes.
Gravy blood. First action, wipes the gravy out. Second action, man, it is fucking mad now. He has not used his breath weapon, but he's wasted an action. He's also really, really hurt. Man, this seems like a waste.
We need to finish him.
Finish him.
I'm gonna do it. Just a breath.
Breath on me.
You. So that hallway, he just like he looks at you. Gravy. Flames just
Come on.
fire down the hallway. Magical flame.
Norse Foundry.
Come on,
Yeah.
giant Norse Foundry.
Foundry of
Save
the
us.
Norse. No.
That's
No.
Oh, no, Norse!
Natural what?
Natural 4. 15.
Do you have a bottle cap?
I do not.
That's
Only the
probably
girlies have
not a
bottle caps.
critical fumble, is my guess. I
I
could be wrong.
I think it's going to be good.
Do you think 15 is a critical fail?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That's my guess.
It is not.
All right.
But you're still going to take 76 minus 2 fire damage to the tune of 26 points of fire damage.
Yikes.
And 2d6 minus 2 persistent fire damage, which the creature will also take.
Wow.
All right. 2d6. Let's
I'm so curious about
And it takes
what
it
these
right
things
now.
are.
It takes it right now at the end of its turn.
And it could kill it.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on!
So I'll roll the recovery after I take it,
Oh,
because
so
it is pretty low. Let's see, moving right along. Auto roll from there. 9 points
Nice.
damage.
Dude, 11 yo.
11 yo. And a nat 1 on the recovery.
So you take the damage again.
So stop it. So he's just like, it's got Barnes's wounds on its body. It's got flames licking off of it.
I just went.
But of course, Barnes is also on fire, and it's Zephyr's turn.
Zephyr!
So,
It's Foo.
So,
as a super dexterous, fast monk,
Yes.
I've got 35 feet of movement.
Yes.
But it's this pew situation. So, like, the one that is the most hurt is 25 feet away, but there's pews. So, like, how should I handle that? Because I'd like to try to hit that
You
one
can do
first.
what Barnes did.
I don't want to do a run and jump.
Okay.
Can I just
Well, you could jump over this ledge here and end up down behind Barnes. That would be one action.
Oh, okay.
And if you did it at an angle, how far away do you need to be from this creature?
I want to run right up to it.
I'm going to run right up to it. Well, since he's your ally, first action, you could run and jump over this thing.
Yeah.
See if you can land safely. And then second action, move right up to it. And then you'll get your flurry of blows.
Could I just run down the pews and end up right in ya?
You can, but that's going to be an athletics check. And the athletics check is 2 actions.
Okay.
But that includes
either
the
way,
stride.
I can't get into my stance.
Ramius is going to say, Zephyr, wait.
What?
Just a moment. So I'm going to ask you to delay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Ramius, after chucking a knife
You
at
did
her.
hurt me before.
What's her-
6 seconds ago.
I'm very sorry about that. You were unconscious when I apologized. But I did say sorry.
I did try to kill you, but it was in your sleep.
But it was just to wake you up.
You were unconscious when I apologize.
Couldn't think of a better idea.
All right. She holds until after
So
your turn.
Ramius
I
does
guess.
whatever
Yeah.
he does. But it is Buggles' turn. Buggles, what do you do?
Buggles. So the Kulakan is still in force, and which one has taken more damage?
The one in the back.
The one in the back.
The one in the back right is about to die, it seems. So yeah.
Okay.
Finish it.
So I'm going to do a fiery frostbite
Oh.
against it. Because, and the only reason that I'm not doing ignition, which would potentially do more damage, is because one of my allies is adjacent to it, so you would take splash damage. I don't want that.
Okay.
Wait. I thought you said, so you're not doing the farther one?
Barnes
I am.
is next
It's in
to
Barnes.
No.
Oh, it's
He
not.
threw that.
Barnes is 15
weapon.
feet away from
Oh, I
Yeah.
can't see down the hallway. I thought he was next to it too.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can't see where Barnes
I can't see him at all.
I can see. Yeah, I
you're-
realize he's out of our line of
You're
sight.
35 feet away from the one that Barnes is lighting up, and you're
And Barnes is adjacent.
I'm
no,
not
Barnes
adjacent.
not adjacent.
Okay. Then he's gonna do an ignition.
So cool that you can't see Barnes. I love that.
Yeah,
that
maybe
is-
we
that
should
is-
have played it that way. I apologize.
I can't see any of you, but also I would be shouting things to you.
I'm not adjacent.
Do what you do.
It's a 21 to hit.
Which one?
Yeah, that's
the
it.
Rearmost one.
That's a hit.
Finish him up.
Okay.
He's already on fire. Put him on fire.
Okay, we could try to put him on fire.
How about a little fire, Scarecrow?
And once again, to appease the angry mob, I'm gonna roll through the app here. 21 points of fire damage.
21 points of fire damage. A burning circle.
Well, I snap my fingers, and it just boom! It just like explodes on him.
It explodes on him. He takes that impact. A burning circle of fire appears around his feet, like in the shape of a pentagram, and he crumbles into it.
Yes.
Literal demons.
He's a demon.
Literal
Whoa.
demon. He's being summoned back to the abyss.
Amazing. Okay.
One down, one floating over Gick.
Okay.
Who is Dr.
then-
Ritalson dealing with?
Yeah.
With my third action, I'm going to do another psi burst against the other one.
Okay.
Give me a reflex save.
Reflex save on this John Ski. Not a great roll. 16.
Okay, that is a fail. And that is going to be 7 points, and I'm going to use Mind Shift here.
Okay.
So I'm going to deal I'm going to deal mental damage.
Okay.
So that's going to be 7 points of mental damage against that.
Okay. Buffeting its demon mind.
Kulakan vacates.
Nice.
Kulakan vacates. Brother Ramius, you had a plan here. Top around 4. What are you thinking?
He's gonna he'll reach out and touch Zephyr, and a shimmering shield of holiness is going to surround you. He's going to cast protection on Zephyr.
Nice.
So that'll increase your AC and all your saving throws by 1.
Okay. Protection. Is that like a condition?
It's a spell. It's a spell
adjustment. Okay.
Yeah. So add protection that should give you +1 to AC and all saves, and then he will pull his hand away from her, and once again, the dagger lifts up from his belt, and as this thing's flying over Gick, he says, "Get away from her!" And he'll shoot a dagger at the creature. Definitely hitting this time, Matthew. Well, 21.
That's a
That's
hit.
a hit.
That is a hit.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. All right. And he'll do 7 points of spirit damage.
7 points of spirit damage. Okay. 7 points of spirit damage.
Are we still under your lingering performance?
Yeah.
Okay. Will you let us know when it's off?
Yeah.
Well, no, this is round 4.
This is top of round 4.
Oh, so now it's off.
Cast in round 1, so 1.
Well, it ends on her turn, right?
Ends
In
on her
round
turn.
4.
Okay, so then yes, on my turn.
So
it'd be
I
3 full rounds.
So I had it 3 rounds. This was my 3rd round.
Okay. Zephyr, do you want to go now before the creature?
Yeah, is this aura of protection?
It's
I'm
just
trying
protection.
to find it on Hero Lab so I can add it.
Just protection. I gave it to you on the here. Obviously, we're not using it, but it's +1 to AC and
It's just
saving.
+1 to AC and
Yeah, it
saving.
just should be straight
Okay,
up
AC and
protection.
saving. I can remember that. All right, awesome. So I'm a little wary of running back into this area just because of the gas from before. But so I guess I want to run around down behind it. So I guess 2 move actions to get like back here.
But it's up in the air.
Oh, it's up in the air.
Yeah, so you could actually
Is
move
it
straight
reachable?
through Gick. It hasn't taken AOs yet, but you could actually run right under it, straight down the line.
All right.
But yeah, it's up in the air. So yeah,
Can she hit
it's
it?
ranged stuff. You could only hit it if you did like running across the pews and did like a Superman punch.
That sounded like a dare
So
to
only
me.
if I do the coolest thing ever.
Right, it's up to you if you want to do something that cool.
I
to
think
you.
I want to
Unless you're
try
afraid.
to run and jump.
I mean, we should take
punch
your
it.
fear into account.
Run, jump, flurry of blows in the air.
Oh, that's
John.
so dope.
That sounds awesome.
Boom. And then fall to the ground after?
Yeah, then you'll
Yeah,
be very, very hurt.
catfall.
Break your back on one of the pew
Catfall.
Catfall.
pillars.
Superhero landing.
All right, let's roll.
I mean,
these
what
things.
else
Let's
on
go.
earth
All right,
do you play a
athletics
monk
check.
for? Other than in midair.
Yeah, let's just do athletics check, but not to leap because that's 2 actions. Well, yeah, no, it's 2 actions,
long
and then you
jump
can
type
flurry
of
of blows in midair.
Okay. So athletics check.
Yeah, easy check for you, right?
Should be. Should be. 18.
18, you're okay.
I feel like okay. Cool.
Now, here's the problem. You can stride and then go 20 feet. So yeah, I'm gonna say you are right where I put you on the map. You're just like, boom, boom,
Like,
boom.
yeah, exactly like that. Like Superman punch.
This
like
is-
boom,
This is cinematic.
right in the
That's-
face. Flurry of
Flying mug.
blows.
This should be the cover of the book.
You can just say it, dude.
That number's so big, you guys. This might be a crit.
Oh!
31.
Critical hit!
Everything's happening because now that I'm level 5, I get an extra precision damage added and everything. Okay, first one is a crit.
Action Kate!
Second one,
Action K to the stage. Action
second
K
one
to
is
the
a miss.
stage.
So please.
What was it?
2. So 11.
That was a miss.
So please give me a fortitude save for stunning fist.
Fortitude stave for stunning fist.
Fortitude stave.
Okay, here we go. Fortitude save. Right down Broad Street. Gonna be at 26.
I'm pretty sure that's a pass. Where
It's a
is
pass.
it? Okay, yeah. I don't know where it is on Hero Lab. Okay, so you're fine. And now I do damage.
Yes.
2d6 plus 5, and then it's a +1 precision damage.
And another +1 for Courageous Anthem.
10, 11 points of damage,
Did you add the other one for Courageous?
and then 1 precision damage.
Should we do fan critical?
No.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it wasn't,
It wasn't a natural 20.
It wasn't a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Dirty 31.
Dirty crit.
Yeah, still double it.
So 12.
Oh, okay. So
Check this out, by the way. Check out this image.
12.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Ezrin, my
Oh,
man.
Oh my
Ezra just-
gosh.
Oh, falling back.
Whoa.
It looks like the John Jamsky, the Gurion, like bursting
Yeah,
through the
it
wall.
does.
It's bursting through the pews.
through the pews.
Yeah.
Actually, it's bursting through the chalkboards.
Oh,
it's bursting
yes,
through,
look
right.
at that.
This assumes the characters all just walk up to the stage.
Right.
Yeah, and then like, wham!
Well, I mean, that's
surprise
where
attack.
Zephyr was at the beginning of the
Yeah.
fight.
So then 22 points
Awesome.
of damage, and then 1 precision because it was a crit for bludgeoning effects.
All right, so
Double that too.
22
I double that too.
plus 2.
Okay. 24.
Okay. And then the 26 on the stunning, I'm not stunned or anything. Okay. So,
Not
Nice.
stunned.
and then you have Cat's Grace?
I have catfall.
One
Yeah,
more. I'm sorry. One more point of order. Do you add that precision on a crit?
It's on a crit. I
And you
just read this the other day.
And you don't double it.
Oh,
That's what I thought.
If it only comes
Yeah.
up when you crit, you don't double it.
So it's a matter,
Typically.
it's a matter of 1
So
point.
21.
So I think it's only 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
Did you roll for it and roll a 1? Or
No, you just get an extra
Just one?
1 point of precision damage.
Okay.
Lame.
It does sound lame.
It's a little lame.
Feels like you should
I
be able
could
to
be
double
I
it,
could be wrong, but I read it like 2 days ago.
Let's put a 0 after it. Call it 10.
Yeah.
Which sounds
You know
way more critical.
That's
Okay,
way
wait, put
more
that in.
fun. And the first rule of Pathfinder is, are they having
Have fun with your friends.
That's not even the top 10 rule.
So yes, I have catfall, so I treat falls as 10 feet shorter.
All right, so I'll say you alight atop this
so
pillar
cool.
there. So you're actually still within striking range.
Oh, nice!
Yeah.
But it isn't in striking range of you, and it's its turn.
Imagine it just like boom punches her off of the pillar. It's so cool.
When did I do that breath weapon?
Last round.
How many D4s can I go?
Oh,
Do we get breathy? Maybe not this round. But we could get Killy.
We could get Killy.
you got Gilly Gilly.
All right, he's no longer on fire. The other one's dead. We got Gick and Zephyr
Oh wait.
within range.
The critical specialization of brawling is you must succeed at a fortitude save against my class DC or be slowed 1 until the end of your next turn.
Phenomenal. But he already passed.
Okay.
Essentially, right? Or is it? It's
Well,
two
that was for
separate
something
saves.
else. Yeah.
So you got to save again. Fortitude.
19. That's probably a
That's
fail.
probably
fail.
a fail.
That's a fail.
Your class
So you're
is-
slowed 1.
Okay.
So the end of your next turn?
It says till the end of your next turn, so I'm assuming that's me.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. So you have Stunning Fist and a critical specialization on your
For brawling.
for brawling.
Yeah, the target must succeed. That's what it says. It wasn't the precision damage.
Oh.
I was wrong.
Pretty dope.
Oh, so there's no precision damage.
Actually, there's no precision damage. It's just that save, the fortitude save. So
Wow.
So give
Nice.
yourself 1 back.
Yeah, give myself one
Lucky
back,
dad.
but then
Put
lose
it on
an
my
action.
tab.
Then lose an action.
Yeah, all right, so he's slowed 1, and it is the start of his turn, so he will only have 2 actions.
And he has to spend 1 to fly.
And he has to spend 1 to fly.
Yep.
All right, so...
I think.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not sure what's going on here, but
yeah, it's like hover. or
it's the fly spell. I think he has to spend 1 action to fly.
Yeah, let me just make sure. Do it by the book. Blah, 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 blah. You can use an action to fly 0 feet to hover in place. So first of my only 2 actions is to hover
That
in
is
place.
huge, Kate.
And then I'm going to fuck Zephyr up.
Oh,
Try.
Try
I'm
it.
gonna
Try and hit me.
Do I want to use a spell? No, I think I'm just gonna
And
roll.
you have that protection. Plus 1
Yes,
to your
plus
AC.
1 AC.
All right, he's gonna shoot. He's gonna swing for the fences here. He's gonna go to bite you. Natural 2.
What's the total?
16 misses.
Oh, miss.
That is its turn.
I'm having so much
here.
fun right now.
Is Gickbucks? Oh, sorry.
But that signifies the end of the sweet, sweet bonus.
Oh, now I
Now-
know
Courageous
you.
anthem. We're no longer courageous now. You've
Yes.
been gone too long.
Courage, but perhaps you are inspired by Zephyr's badass move, which earns her a hero point.
Hey, nice.
Also known as a bottle cap.
Yay. Oh, I got 2 Margos.
nice. They're so you.
All right, it is Barnesy's turn. Barnes,
We forgot to do my
your
my
persistent
damage
Johnsky.
last turn.
Ooh,
Okay, I'll roll
same.
it right now. It's going to be 3 points persistent. Roll to see if you remove it.
Wait. What? It hasn't been your turn since you got the persistent.
Yes, it has. It breath weapon me. I crit it, right?
No.
No.
It crit you, and then you don't. You roll it at the end of
You
this
hadn't
turn.
gone
Okay,
yet.
great.
But
I-
Zephyr, you have to. All right, so Zephyr, give me a whatchamacallit?
C15.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. You take 5 points of fire damage and remain on fire. Now it's Barnes' turn.
Okay. Can I see this creature? It's flying in the air. I'm assuming this railing was low enough to jump over.
You'd think, but according to the map, because you're really low down.
The map treats everything as on the same plane, so we're gonna have to put that. How tall is the railing?
Yeah, but the walls are taking that into account. Let me look and just see what the text says for how low that is.
Yeah, I don't think the walls are taking into flying into account.
Lecture,
Can
of
you add?
course.
Can you type an out?
Oh, I can, yeah. I don't know if the map. Let's see if it's smart enough to know. I can change the elevation to 10. Still can't see it. But I don't know if it takes that into account. So
I'm guessing the wall is about 15 feet high, or maybe less, because it's the third step. Well, I'm on
it's
the
a
first
10-foot drop down.
10 foot.
Yeah, so you're 10 feet
But it's
down.
not 10 feet the whole way. It goes up, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Well, that's what I'm assuming down here it's only about, 3 feet, and it scales up to the third pew.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'll give it concealment against you if you want to do something ranged.
okay, great.
Cover.
Cover, excuse me.
Then I will draw my short bow, and I will fire off 2 arrows.
Okay.
I get this. This is going to count as holy damage. So first attack, 20. Oh no! If only I had the courageous anthem.
Still
Well,
would've
the
missed
cover would have been
Still
a
missed with
The
the cover.
cover.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay. And then second attack, miss.
Boom, you're down there firing these off.
Bummer.
Any more actions?
No.
Okay.
Draw. Shoot.
Give me a skibbity recovery roll.
Skibbity recovery roll.
Skibbity toilet.
DC 15 is hard.
All right, you'll take 3 points of fire damage
Okay.
and remain on fire. Buggles. Buggles is a little unsung hero in the back here.
And he's also stupefied. So, with his reeling mentally, he is. All right, she's still. Okay, so he's going to do a regular frostbite attack against the creature. Please give me a fortitude save. Oh, I can never remember. Fortitude, yes, fortitude.
19.
That is a failure.
Excellent.
This has been
Okay.
going great.
And
Shit.
Shit.
16 points of damage.
Ooh, boy. 16 points of damage. He's hurt. He's hurt.
And oh wait, flat shot.
He's no longer slowed.
All right, made it. And with my third action, I'm gonna just raise shield.
All right, just raise shield. We go to the top of round 5, a classic 5-rounder. Brother Ramius, can you finish this?
Can he finish it? We'll see. No, I don't think so. But I think what I'm going to do is first he's going to fire the spiritual dagger at the creature without the bonus. Natural 20! Oh, God! Let's fucking go, dude!
Oh, yeah, magic crit.
Oh, Ramius!
Is that a magical crit?
Beautiful spiritual magical dagger
That's a
goes
magic
right through
crit.
it. Whatever.
Yes.
All right, let's go to the Naish. See what the Naish has to say about a magical crit.
Magic crit Joan.
All right, this one from Tinian in Liverpool, England. International
Tinian.
edition.
Holy bruv.
Oh yeah.
It's time for some action. As your magic surges through you, you can feel a sense of deja vu. As you see this spell so perfectly, you can feel time shift. Deal normal damage. Unfortunate. You then restart your action economy. Enjoy, chaps. That's what it says.
Cool. Like a free spell.
So he gets a free shot, free spell, gets the action back. Unfortunately, normal damage. But what are you going to do? Okay. That is going to be 15 points of spirit damage.
Wow.
Near max.
It's not holy damage, right? It's just spirit.
It's just spirit, yeah. It's just spirit. He's too high right now to be holy.
Sure.
And then he will.
Makes sense. Sure.
And then
That's how that works.
he feels this insane like agility come back into him, right? So no, let's not do that. He is going to.
Wake
This
me
is
up.
interesting.
Wake me up.
Dude, come on, man. You're
I'll
killing
wake
me.
you up.
I'll wake you up.
Killing me.
Finish me for 4 rounds.
I know, it's what I'm trying to do. It was going to be cool. Give me a second.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a way to do this.
Punch me.
Healing would wake her up.
Kiss
Yeah,
me.
that too.
Yeah, but it's too much of a waste. My healing is way too powerful to waste. I mean, are you hurt?
I'm down 12 hit points.
I go right after him.
that's
I'll
not a
wake you
lot.
up.
That's fine. I can also sleep. She probably needs her sleep.
Yeah.
She needs her
I
beauty sleep.
100% wanted to wake her up. But I'm just trying to figure out how to use that last action best.
Can you,
All right, so he's going to come.
Sleep so soon after
He's
drinking all the
gonna.
gravy.
He'll come down.
poke her with the dagger?
He starts coming down the steps. It's like, Kick, we need you. And he's just going to move down, and then use an action to rouse her.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Wake up! Wake up! And
Getting those actions back really helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Still got one
then
more.
and he still has an action, which he'll use to. Ooh, that's interesting. No, he's going to move back because of the gas. So he moves up, wakes her up. Get up, we need you. And then looks back at the demon like fearfully, and he like stumbles running back up the steps. But then he gets back up the steps because of the renewed action economy from my man Tinian.
Nice.
Big turn coming up here for Zephyr, because then it goes back to him. He used his breath weapon X rounds ago. It may have recharged, but he's also on the ropes here. You're standing atop this pillar like Daniel-san, ready to do the crane kick.
I want to move to behind him. One action.
Okay.
Well, because I'm thinking if he's going to use his breath weapon.
Right, but
next,
you're on a
maybe he'll-
pillar.
You're
right?
on a pillar, so
I'm
you got
on
to
a
start.
You're balancing on a pillar, so it might be like an athletics check to jump
Yeah.
to a farther pillar.
Can
You
I?
could use the leap action, which is only one action. Horizontal jump up to 10 feet horizontally if your speed is at least 15 feet, or up to 15 feet if your speed is 30. What is your speed?
35
Okay, so you could leap horizontally 15 feet.
to where I want to go.
Yep, you land in the space where your leap ends, meaning you can typically clear a 5-foot gap or a 10-foot gap if your speed is 30 or more. You can't make horizontal. It's just a straight up move. You don't even roll for
Oh,
it.
nice. Cool. Then I want to do that.
But I mean, but in this case, is she falling like 10 feet down during this?
She
process?
is, but with her,
with her
cat
cat
fall,
fall, it doesn't
it
matter.
fall,
doesn't
you
do
just
anything.
you can land right where you want. Yeah.
Awesome. So I want to move right here.
It'll be a great place to watch your friends die.
Great. Get into stumbling stance.
Oh. Oh, I've been drinking.
One action. Last action. Flurry of blows.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of which.
go birds.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Birds.
Hell, oh,
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that counts.
okay. I don't know where that went. Hope it didn't break. First one is a 25 to hit.
25 to hit, so hit.
Nice.
One is a miss. It's 13.
Okay.
So please give me a fortitude save for stunning fist.
Rocks 31.
Okay, yeah, that's a critical pass. So. Ooh. Oh, so big. 15 points of damage.
Wow!
That was
Right to the
really
nards.
well. The first one I did like a 1. So yeah, 15 points of damage, and that was 3 actions. That's my turn.
That's your turn. Well, let's see. Large Hairy Yikes is still up, and it is mad at you. And it goes to take a bite out of you. Are you still on fire?
Oh, I am. Yes.
Give me a fire roll.
Wait. Let's just go through a couple things. You did that was one action, your move, wasn't it?
Get into stumbling stance.
Then stance, okay, and then you're below this creature, but you hit it, so you're within its reach.
Oh, that's right.
I think she fell out.
It's fine. Let you could have hit first and then moved, right?
Yeah, I was still next to it.
Yeah. Because now you're like
Now I'm below
it can
it.
reach you, but you can't reach
Okay.
it, type of thing.
Got it.
as
I was
well.
thinking it couldn't reach her, so but then it doesn't make sense if she could reach it.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's just for
Fine.
it's a big fucking creature.
Yeah.
But now give me a recovery check.
Yeah, failed.
Fail. You take 9 points.
Ooh, this fire.
Oh boy.
It caught up with you, and now it's gonna take a bite out of you, or at least attempt to. It's flying. Fucking missed.
Yeah.
Wow. Highest chance to hit.
Nice try. Miss.
I'm gonna stay there, so I'll use the second action to fly, and then just swing for the fences and try and bite you again. Yeah. Like nose diving. All right, I think that got a PC up. 25.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
All right, 25 to hit. Let me get out the D10s, see what we got. Let's see what happens. A couple things are going to happen. Oh, man. This math is so weird on this. 16 points of piercing, plus 1 point of spirit, so 17 points of damage. And then you take a vicious wound, which it will also take another 4 points of damage. So 20 total. But then it takes 4 points of damage at a time when it can't really afford to lose any more hit points.
Okay.
And it is still Gikmuk's turn still.
Nope, I'm awake.
You're awake?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
Awake.
you're awake.
Okay.
I open my eyes. Hey, Ramius. I fell asleep. Did I miss something?
There's a giant demon over behind you.
Look up.
It's floating. It's like
floating above
nose
you.
down.
Oh, no.
You look up and you just see like it's taint
Oh,
over top. What
If
does
it
that
has
look
one.
like?
it's taint.
The big hairy.
Demon taint.
It
Big,
is
hairy Bigfoot
a
wiener.
void. It is an absolute void.
It's a void.
And I can't, like a car
It's the
accident.
absence of life.
I can't help it. But look.
Boy, taint.
All right. Man, what can I do? Oh, interesting. I'm not going to move. I'm going to shoot from the hip, from the ground. Will you make a fortitude save as Gik looks up at the taint and points one finger at the taint?
Not my taint. 24.
Shit. Yeah, that's a success, but that's okay. She points her finger right at the booty hole, and you are now slowed 1 for another round.
Wow.
So
Nice.
I at least can fuck up your action economy.
Huge.
And
That's huge.
then
Especially with the breath weapon and the need to fly.
standing up from prone is not a movement, right? I'm
It
just.
is.
Can I crawl?
Also
Sure.
an action.
But that you can only crawl 5 feet, I believe.
Yeah, and it's an action that provokes. But it hasn't provoked this far.
I'm gonna crawl under the pew adjacent to me. She's
Okay.
just gonna army crawl. She goes, "Thank you, Ramius," and she's just gonna army crawl over to the pew. I'll be under here.
And go back
We
to
need
sleep.
courage.
We need courage.
What?
Next round.
Hook you up to courageous us.
Next round.
I'm so scared.
Actually, I could
I'm so afraid.
shoot. I could stay and do the courageous anthem.
I thought you were going to whip out a John and laying on the ground, like do the back arching.
She
Would you
doesn't
like-
have the
Guitar
actions.
solo.
You don't have the. She doesn't have the actions to pull out the thing.
Would you let me retcon and stay where I am and do another courageous anthem? instead of
Sure.
moving?
You don't have a guitar. You're just singing.
I can sing. I can just
Yeah.
sing.
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Let's do that.
So
Ow!
I'm gonna do another courageous anthem. Use another focus point. Lingering composition. Let me see. Just in case this goes long. Wow, that was dog shit. 16. So that's just
It's a fail.
fail. So
Purple taint.
So wait, so
Purple
that is
taint.
lingering performance uses your focus point.
Yeah.
Now, since you failed, it doesn't use the
exactly.
focus point.
Exactly.
But your courageous anthem doesn't use a focus point, but it's only for 1 round.
Yes.
I think we got this right now.
Yes, we have this right now. So I still have focus points, but now this is just 1 round. But you'll
Okay.
all get the plus again.
Bonds. Finish him.
Okay, Barnes is going to rush forward, gingerly stepping over the body of the demon to get up on the stage.
He is still here.
I've been shooting it the whole
demon's gone.
time.
And then you work on your new monologue.
Oh, right.
It
right,
vanished
right.
into the
I'll
pentagram.
gingerly step over
Get the spotlight.
the lingering embers.
You gonna
of the
work on your
pentagram.
tight 5 up there?
The Amicus Bonds from the Arcanum.
My normal job as a professor.
What's the deal with? Okay, I'm just gonna fire off 2 shots from the short bow.
Okay. That you had drawn in full.
I fired last
Fired
round.
last round.
Sure.
I drew and fired.
I appreciate it.
That is
Matthew
going
always
to
has
be.
the weapon he needs.
People get so mad when you question.
I have the kukri out most of the time.
I throw my long hammer at.
I swapped.
Fucking long.
I swapped to
dwarven
get the
longhammer?
chakram, and then I
Dwarven
drew the short bow. That's the worst. 21 to hit.
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 Yes.
Yes.
That is going to be 9 points of holy damage.
Holy damage.
Game over.
Killing
Oh, what is going on in this lecture hall with demons? Find out right after this quick break.
After this quick, John.
Beefy fight. Beefy fight with a side of cheese. But these daemons, these mad daemons, have been vanquished as you now stand in a lecture hall with operating tables, chalkboards that have been busted open by these creatures, a purple curtain,
I'm still on fire.
I'm still on fire.
doors,
oh, shit.
and people on fire.
Put yourselves out.
All right, so let's go to Barnes. Finish your turn.
Is it one
Ramius is going to
action
run. Oh, we're staying.
Yeah,
in
you're
the
still in your
Right, 'cause
turn.
you
Just
did
to,
one act.
Is it
So-
one action to try to pat yourself down?
I think so.
mission. 2 actions.
It's 2 actions.
I only
Shit,
have
so
one
you
left.
can't.
All right, so just
So-
give a flat, John.
Flat John coming up. He's on a 19 and rolled 2 or 3. I'm still on fire.
Okay, then you will you'll take some damage to the tune of 3 points of damage. Flips around to Zephyr.
Pat myself down,
Okay.
please.
All right, so DC 10.
Time's out, Zephyr.
12.
Okay, so you only you're done being on fire, but you take 9 more points of fire damage.
Dude, you've rolled so many craps.
just doing it all
It's
on
insane.
VTT. That's actually 11 minus 2.
No, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah,
it's
craps.
like
Yeah.
craps.
You're 11. And then back to you, Barnes. DC 10.
I will spend 2 actions patting myself down.
Ramius is running down there. It's important for the character. Bonds! He's coming to help you.
Okay.
Great.
He
doesn't
can't quite
actually
get
do it.
there.
But you
He
can't
doesn't have the
actually help
action
me?
economy,
Right,
but he's running toward you.
Okay.
It's fun flavor, though.
It is fun flavor.
It's mechanical and relevant. Stop.
Okay, I pat myself down and roll a 14.
Okay.
Just
so
as I
then-
get there. Oh,
Oof.
thank God.
Your face invigorated me in the patting of myself.
And you take 9 points of damage. Another 11. Does this thing only roll 9s?
This thing falls to the
So
ground.
I say that. I pat myself down. I put out the flames, and I say, "Is your face invigorated?" And I just collapse unconscious and die.
Oh,
Really?
Really?
That 9 took you
I had,
down.
I had 7 hit points.
Good thing.
Oh.
Joe, really good thing you mechanically moved down there.
For real.
Can you heal him and save him?
Where'd you take all that damage from? Didn't I heal you like 30?
It breath weapon to me
Yeah.
solo.
Oh,
Yeah.
you failed the breath weapon. That's right.
Yeah.
Ramius runs up to him, and the fire goes out, but he collapses to the ground. He starts thinking,
Let him
his
die.
bond's important. Exactly. Like,
Maybe he's
Think
behind
that's-
this whole thing. This does look like
he was almost...
chalkboard
He
teacher
was
stuff.
almost 2 against Ritalson. As if it was all a setup. Oh, he'll stabilize you. Right?
Do you have
Why
to
not?
roll, or can you just do it?
Let's just move the story along.
Yeah, but do you
No,
have-
he does have stabilize prepared. So I will cast stabilize, which will stabilize him, and then I will treat wounds in order to save the spell slots, in order to bring you back. But you are at 0, so let's see if I hurt you. I'm going to not increase the DC. There we go. Critical success on the treat wounds, and he's on his way to recovery, Troy. But this takes 10 minutes as he's working on Barnes.
So as he's working on that, what are the rest of you doing?
I run down to Zephyr. Are you all right?
Oh, hey. No. Yes, I'm alive.
That was... What is happening? Who is this Ritalson? What is this?
Yeah, like so this thing like fell down in front of us basically as it
And
died.
now it's just like laying on the pews.
I want to take a closer look at it now that we're in front of it.
It's giant
Okay.
beast.
Yeah, Git goes with
Like
Zephyr to look at it.
Occultism or
Religion,
Religion?
or occultism, yeah.
Do a little occultism.
yeah, occult.
Let's both do occult.
18.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Occultism or religion?
Occult.
Okay. All right, so this is a type of demon known as I'm probably going to butcher this pronunciation, but we'll go with mine. A Susto Daemon.
Susto.
So,
And they are formed from the souls of mortals, vile mortals, particularly those who took efforts to hasten their own death.
Oh.
You do find that like a lot of demons in Pathfinder, I'm sure this is not just Pathfinder, but like they all have like their own things. Like there's reasons that they become
typically,
demons.
yeah.
You know, the
It happens with devils
like
too.
Baycocks are like they were like serial killers or something.
Right.
Yeah, it's like your soul in life, what it becomes in the afterlife in some ways, or how they got trapped. But these ones, this sounds like despicable people that committed suicide, perhaps,
Yeah,
or
like, took the path that way.
or intentionally put themselves in that
Shortened their
position.
So it would explain why they're taking damage while hurting you
Very interesting.
Huh.
as well. Yeah,
Wow.
it's
That's
really,
scary.
really, really interesting.
interesting.
They are from Abaddon.
So it's kind of
Alright,
like a
so-
voluntary thing to become one.
Well, that's a result
not
of your own-
necessarily, but
Okay.
well,
You
the
may not
actions you
know.
took in life. Yeah,
Oh,
they
I see.
succeeded.
But what we can say,
It's a punishment.
But what we can say is they were not made in a lab. This is like an existing sort of demon that forms from a certain soul that does a certain
Right.
thing.
But they're also not native to Ustalav. Like they had to have been summoned here or called
For
here.
sure, yeah.
Summon magically?
With our roles,
Like circles, like ritual
Well,
circles.
Ramius is doing that detect magic. Is there anything just around the stage area, behind the chalkboards, any summoning circles, any evidence of lingering magic still?
Mhm. And what are you doing, Gick?
I was going to ask, like, to continue that, now knowing we have this knowledge that they're Susto demons, would we know in general if demons are, like, controllable? Like, could Ritalson have used them and said, like, guard this place, that kind of thing? Or are they sort of free will chaos agents?
That's interesting. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Arcana.
Not great. That's a 14.
14. Yes, there is something like that, but you can't think of what the actual
I'll try.
magical
She's kind of talking about that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Sean is.
hired
When someone
them?
summons,
try
summoning
this.
demons, there's a lot of risk associated with it. You could potentially control or potentially lose control. But
Joe and I rolled the same
I
thing.
only rolled a 13.
So worse than me, huh?
Wait,
You don't know.
scholarly recollection.
Oh.
So I will roll twice. Take the better.
Rolled a 14.
I went from a natural 4 to a natural 5. Come on, man.
So we
Yeah, I mean, you know that they could be. They would have had to have been conjured here somehow, purposefully conjured, or you've also heard tell of like the actions of people like creating these portals where, like great evil could create a portal for demons to just be able to walk
Right.
through.
It wasn't necessarily an intentional ritual.
Most likely it was,
Yeah.
but
Couldn't they possibly be refugees from Sarkoris?
that's the thing is like you're not that far from Mendev. Maybe they were like they went underground. It was like, oh great, a lecture hall. Let's hide behind this curtain.
Yeah.
But you
Good
do
place to hide.
you do detect some sort of like magic that's like fading out with their death. Beyond
I
just
believe that you're right, Zephyr. Your instinct, or your instincts are right that there was. I do believe that they were summoned here by some dark magic.
maybe he's got a book or something. There's all the chalkboards. Maybe he's got notes.
Yeah. What?
Can I look what's on the chalkboard?
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's just a bunch of dicks.
Oh, never mind.
Wow.
Never mind. No, never mind.
It's like
Ritalson
Silicon
was
Valley.
here.
That's like the
Ritalson
Jerk
was
off one.
here.
Riddleton was
W.
I write, for some strange reason, GLASSCANEN.
Really tiny.
yeah, no,
Small, tiny writing.
doesn't mean anything.
I'm being facetious. Yeah, so there is a lot going on in these chalkboards. It's kind of a lot of some of it's been erased over and written. You're trying to like read it. It's hard to see, but something that does jump out at you is you keep seeing this word a couple different times, Black Frost.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You see Black Frost
Hmm.
over and over again. There are images of gates, several gates, with like mathematical computations, arcana, like symbols, arcane symbols, I should say, and then like Black Frost ? And like formulae for how Black Frost is, maybe how it's created or how it's how you fight against Black Frost. It's unclear if it's like something to ward you against the effects of Black Frost or to create Black Frost. It's very unclear.
Can I do a check on that?
Yeah.
With that knowledge, like I never thought of Black Frost itself as a thing or
Yeah.
a spell or a buff or a debuff or a. Would it be Arcana again?
Yeah, arcana or alchemy or even occultism.
Crafting
I'll do esoteric knowledge.
or occultism. I'll do Arcana.
No, I don't know.
And I already used my John Jamsky. Oh, hey, there we go. 28. Arcana on Black Frost. We've heard over and over again, the Black Frost Whale, the Black Frost Whale. I always just thought that was one title.
Yeah.
I never separated in my mind Black Frost from Whale as being a
So 28 is a really good roll. Well, then what skill did you use?
Arcana.
Arcana. I would say that there's nothing in the chalkboards here that tell you explicitly what Black Frost is. and what it does. You've heard it associated with Asoyo, the Black Frost Wheel, but you don't really know what that does. It seems like there's something here that is either to create Black Frost or protect against Black Frost. But with the 28 Arcane, you do notice something that maybe your allies don't. There are arcane symbols that are necromantic in nature. Right around the area where he's using formulas to in and around Black Frost.
Drawn in chalk on the board?
Yeah.
It does seem like there's some experimentation with maybe dead bodies, like on these operating tables here.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something that's been happening.
I will say there's no blood on the operating tables. There's no viscera, signs of mutilation.
There are symbols here, symbols that are not from my line of study in particular, but I do recognize them as associated with those who seek to manipulate the forces of life and death. And perhaps this does have something to do with his parents. Perhaps some desperate research to find a way to call them back or bring them back.
Or perhaps he's researching how to bring Asoyo back or defend against Asoyo.
Well, the demons don't necessarily have anything to do with the necromancy.
They might have just been here to guard this area.
Maybe they were
True, but I'm saying neither does Asoyo. I don't believe Asoyo has an association with undeath, right? That we have learned in our research.
Who has the letter from Ritalson? Let's compare the handwritings.
Uramius
Hubert
passes it.
Is the writing on the board the same as Ritalson's?
I want to check for that.
Perception.
Forensics.
Perception.
Yeah, give me a forensics check.
Literary forensics.
Yeah, no, perception.
16.
Looks pretty similar.
26.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be the same writing.
Look at that, Bonds. Look.
Yes,
Look at that
I
E.
think it is as well. Oh, before I forget,
Has to be.
there's a coat room that I found. Would you check it for magic?
It's of utmost importance to the adventure.
There might be some cool stuff in there.
My instincts tell me there's nothing there, Bonds.
Your instincts are often faulty.
Oh, look at that. Zephyr's badly hurt.
And he goes to take care of Zephyr.
Where are these Bonds?
Can anyone else detect magic?
Useless coat room.
So I am going to take care of Zephyr. I did take care of Barnes. The time is passing here, Troy. It took me about 30 minutes or so to work on Barnes, about 30 minutes to work on Zephyr. But then, Buggles can do it, right? Buggles, do you have that? Like as a cantrip, detect magic?
No.
Oh, okay. So then he will go up after he takes care of Zephyr. And did I get you back to full?
Yes.
Okay. And then he'll go up to the coat room and detect magic. Is there any presence of magic in the coat room?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what?
There is magic here, Bonds.
And you mocked my sense.
Where?
My finely honed sense.
Oh, I was just playing with you, Bonds. Having a good time. The boys.
God.
We have
Remy
to
is
stick
so
together, us
evil.
guys.
What is he doing? What
That's
is
the
he,
kind of jokes that we make about
what
magic.
is he doing with his hands?
We men.
We men.
That's the kind of jokes men make.
That's what we
Why did
do
you
in the.
just punch me with no strength behind it?
Are you serious? That was my hardest punch. Are you fucking with me, Bonds?
No,
He's just still standing.
it's like a mosquito flew by.
What's in the room?
Oh, you're so strong.
He will, detect magic says he'll search the room thoroughly.
Really,
All right,
was
give me
your
a perception
heart,
check.
All of your strength.
Search this room thoroughly, Bonds. There's something here.
21.
21, yeah, you don't.
All of us, let's search this room thoroughly.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Ramius
Which room
detects
is it?
The
magic.
coat
I
room, the
got-
lab coat room.
Where
25.
Up at the top of the stairs.
Top of the
Zephyr comes in,
bottom of
starts looking through the pockets of the lab coats, and you pull out a ring.
See? You gotta check the pockets.
Oh.
Yeah, Ramius stupidly did not look in a single pocket.
So silly, and she tries to punch you in the shoulder, but maybe does it too hard.
Oh!
Sorry. I
You
thought
immediately
I saw you
burst.
guys
Oh, the
I saw you
keeper's
guys-
tears!
doing the thing.
Why?
The camaraderie of the punching of the
Zephyr,
sorry.
you're a professional fighter.
Barely even.
Is that what it was? Was it an attempt at camaraderie?
I don't know.
I'm going to bleed internally.
A bruise is forming. Anyway, so is this what was magical? She holds up a ring.
I believe so. May I see it? Oh, it's so fine. He starts like pawing at the ring.
Could you tell us what it is?
You just hear,
Don't put it on.
Closes his
Gaius,
Precious guy.
It is
put me on.
precious to me.
He will attempt an Arcana check
To see what it is.
to identify magic. Natural 20.
Whoa.
Nice. What is
I'm
it?
trying to stop rolling natural 20s, Troy, and I just can't stop.
You can't do
Can't
it.
stop, except when it matters.
Won't stop.
This is a...
It doesn't matter.
No, it's pretty cool.
I was
It's actually-
identifying
There
magic.
might be a fight over this one, but it's very specific. It's a ring of sustenance. What's cool about the ring of sustenance, you don't need to eat or drink while wearing it. We don't really track food, but you only
it's
need...
one of the one of the coolest magic items if it,
Oh my
if it
God.
existed
Yeah.
in real life.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Almost useless in the mechanics of the game.
if all of you had it, it's a game changer.
Absolutely.
Because you only need 2 hours of sleep
Oh.
to gain the benefits of 8 hours of sleep.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so for giving it to
for
a
a caster,
caster
it's
is
no
clutch
brain
because then
zoning.
you're like, hold on, give me 2 hours and I can get all my
Oh.
Quick
spells.
nap.
Yeah,
Recover all
so
your
like-
healing
Wow.
spells.
325 gold pieces.
Wow.
Oh.
A ring of sustenance doesn't function until it's been worn and invested continuously for a week.
Wow.
And removing it resets this interval.
Oh, okay.
It's a 7th level
Oh,
item.
it's a wooden ring. A
It's-
polished
Wow.
Cool.
Awesome.
Cool ass John.
I think it's a Ramius no-brainer.
Sure.
Mechanically
or
speaking.
or a gick.
ring. I mean, it should go to a caster because you could reset your spells in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Healing spells are useful for resetting.
Yeah.
You're also spells.
But it's not really
I-
per day, right?
Yeah.
And then
I'm spontaneous.
Yours use focus, but you don't lose them if you fail.
Mine are also spells.
And you
Yeah.
can.
no, mine are all of mine are spells.
You have to give-
except for
The healer makes the most.
Yeah, I give it to Ramius.
You get those healing jobs back.
Are you sure?
Gick's not even there.
This would be incredible.
Oh, Gick's not there.
Nah.
Sadly, you don't have
Gick, I found a ring.
Oh, keep it. She's like looking at this curtain, trying to
Sweet.
pull the curtain
He
open.
says nothing else. Slips it on.
Kicks over at the curtain, huh?
Oh, yeah. Are we going to do the curtain?
Yeah, she's
So
trying to
you-
find the center seam.
Dude, good instincts, Matthew.
Yeah, it was-
Yeah, Matthew, that's
Right?
really good.
Did you not need to eat at all?
In a week, we won't.
Yeah,
Let's invest.
right now it's not. Yeah, I have to invest in it continuously, but
Yeah.
Eat or drink, for that matter.
Refreshes your body and mind. You don't need to eat or drink while wearing it. Period. You
Wow.
only need 2 hours sleep to gain the benefits of 8. That's huge for a cleric.
I mean, it's huge, too. If we were in a dungeon and we were like,
Yeah.
we encounter something like, I have the perfect spell for this, if I can prepare, great, we'll hide out for 2
Yeah.
hours while you
Right.
sleep.
Or if someone gets like a poison and you
Yeah.
get restoration or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Or
different
if they
things.
really need to, it's basically Ozempic in ring form.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ring of Ozempic.
With no
it sounds
side
great.
effects.
I'm not hungry at all.
Yeah.
All right, so Gick, you remove the curtain or push it back there, and you see like an arched backstage area, but nothing of interest back there.
There are doors on either side on the fines of the aisles beside the pews.
Oh, should we go have a peek-see?
Or at least that's what the GM said. You told me there was a door
Yeah,
down
where
this aisle.
Zephyr's standing, Zephyr can see a door at the end of the aisle there, and then yes, where. Oh, I'm sorry, I messed that up. I don't think.
Oh, it's just at the end of
Where are
this
you,
one.
Barnes? Let me move you, Barnes.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It's where on the left side there's a door.
Yeah, there's no door on the right.
Yeah, no door on the right.
It's over here.
All right. Shall we go?
Yeah. Can I
Um,
just do a general perception and search the room, secret doors, that kind of thing? We got here by a secret door.
Yeah, I mean it's a big room, so if you guys want to like really like canvas this
Take
room,
our time.
Yeah.
kind of let me know where.
I mean,
you're-
it took Ramius over an hour between Gick and
Zephyr.
Zephyr and Barnes to heal them all. So yeah, there's time for everybody to kind of like really do a thorough.
All right, so
search.
give me some perception checks.
Perception. I don't see anything else.
I don't either.
19.
24.
Okay.
Buggles.
And then give me one more. While Ramius is doing this.
While you're doing that, could you remove the enemies from this? Because actually my pawn is caught under an enemy and I can't grab it.
It's like pinned.
Yeah.
Corpse is crushing you.
Oh, pawn, help me.
28.
22.
14.
15.
Okay. I would say between Buggles, Gick, and Barnes, Zephyr's still smarting from the fight, you find a couple different things. There is what looks like a hidden doorway in the northern portion of the room behind the curtain.
Oh.
Hidden door.
And a similar hidden doorway in the passageway where Barnes was.
All right.
Wow.
That's why I said there was a door, because it doesn't show me that it's hidden.
So you said that,
Fucked up.
and I kept looking
covered
and
it.
kept looking.
I covered
and
it.
I was like, I don't see any door here.
And I didn't even think of that.
I would have.
And
I
it
would have
never
asked
occurred to
anyway,
me that you
'cause
accidentally referred to a
Yeah.
secret.
Well, I covered it. I was like, I'm sorry, it was the left side, but
I would have
That
asked
was
anyway.
pretty good coverage.
It would- All right, let's do. Should we do the one to the north?
But there's also, but by the way, there's also a door at the end of the hallway to the
Yes,
left.
A real
which-
door.
which you can see.
Visible.
There's a door.
Let's do the one to the north.
Yeah.
Go see the north.
Let's do the north.
Secret door in the north.
Oh,
Do you want me to open it?
it
or-
opened.
It's open.
It's already.
Oh, you.
Whoa.
Gick.
Yeah.
What do you see in there?
Let me peek in real
Let
quick.
Zephyr go.
Oh.
Gick.
What?
You're a musician.
Yes.
You're a musician.
Zephyr go.
We've established it's
Okay, Zephyr, you go.
ridiculous. It would be in here. And
Whoa, it's a long spiderweb-filled hallway with a door at the end.
Gick opens
Whenever
up.
there are spider webs, there's always spiders.
fire. Burn it down.
Gick opens the door. Zephyr slides past Gick into a 5-foot wide hallway that goes on for about 35 feet or so, and ends at another door. It is choked with cobwebs and musty, and one of 2 secret doors you've found in this newly constructed basement.
If I was going to put an addition on my house, I would want a secret door.
Or
I mean,
If you got money, what do you not?
I would tell
do?
people, but then I wouldn't want it to hide things. I would want, like, when people come over for dinner, be like, look what I just installed in my house.
So it would never have been a secret door.
It wouldn't be that
Telling
secret.
everyone.
It would just be like, look, you pull out this book and then you can go and play video games.
I think I mentioned I used to work for a billionaire who, when they would build a new house, like he and his wife, they would each separately talk to the architect, and they would each separately install secret rooms in the house that neither one of them knew what the other one was. And so then they would spend their time trying to find each other's secret room.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's so insane.
My
He was
mo-
actually a really cool guy. He was
I
like,
remember you saying this dude was pretty cool.
yeah, he was like a really awesome dude. Like he was a great guy to work for, and that was very, very neat.
So my mother-in-law flips houses, and her specialty is whenever she rebuilds these houses, she puts in secret rooms. And so I've toured some of these houses, and you just never see it coming. And it could be like a little kid's like secret toy room, or like one of them. I was like, oh my god! It opened to a man cave with like a wine cellar and a wooden bar with like a tree trunk that had been turned into the bar. So
Yeah.
Sam and I are always like, if we ever want to do a
what's
little
awesome?
flip and dip and
Money.
yeah.
Yeah.
Money is so
pretty great.
freaking awesome.
Discretionary income.
Yeah.
It's really,
Oh,
Yep.
it's the best.
it's the best.
Be so
like
cool.
crazy. Yeah.
I read a great line the other day, and it's
Change your life.
It's not that profound. It was like money doesn't solve all problems, but it solves all money problems.
Yeah, exactly. Which there are a lot of them.
Yep.
A lot of them are pretty money based.
So, do we want to finish exploring this?
Comes in pretty handy down here, bub.
Do we
Look at
wanna-
Zephyr underneath the fucking wall.
I know.
Yeah,
it's
so
so
cool.
great.
So, finish this exploring the very dusty door that probably no one's been to in a while, or see what's behind mystery door number 2 and then judge.
So normally I just kind of move forward,
Yeah.
right? But we started playing disorganized play again, and Sydney played in it. And the MO, which I was not expecting as the GM, the player MO, which was largely Jared led, which is a GM playing, was to like open every door and see what's in it
Yeah.
and then decided to move to the next room or the
Which I
next
like.
door.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. I never usually play that way, but I think it is interesting. We see this hallway, we see a door.
Yeah.
Now maybe we open another one.
Lots
Yeah.
of
See
cobwebs.
where that goes. I kind of like that idea.
Great. Let's open all the doors.
Open all the doors.
So the other one was a secret door
In the,
Down the
in the
eastern
right
corridor.
side.
Regular door to
Eastern
the
corridor.
left, secret door to the right.
Okay,
Why don't we open all the secret doors and then see how we're
let's
feeling?
go to that secret door on the right.
Open it, Geek.
Okay.
Opened it.
Kick the door opener. Opens secret door number 2. Conk.
Kick the door down.
All right, Zephyr.
Zion. It's an empty corridor. Maybe someone who can detect magic?
can
It
do
looks
that.
empty to me.
And he will detect magic.
Nothing.
Oh, there's not even.
Zephyr, step back. Let me take a look.
Is there a secret door in the
Similar,
secret
you know,
hallway?
not I say new construction. It's recent construction, right?
Sure.
Could be
Maybe
3 years
this
ago.
is
But it
unfinished.
seems to be, this hallway seems to be roughly 15 feet long and end in just another wall.
Mhm.
All right, a quick perception check, just for anything unusual on the walls or ceiling along this corridor. Really looking for traps, really. 17.
No, you hear maybe like sound of dripping water in the distance. 17.
I hear water.
Water.
Yeah, let me
But
take a
this
look.
looks
Must
like
be
an-
another secret door.
It's like an
Bond.
unfinished.
Just
Careful.
careful.
Unfinished.
It seems like a kill room. There's
Yeah,
no way out.
I don't roll any better.
I want to roll one too because I did look in there.
Barn
All right,
steps
Zephyr,
in.
just run in there.
Nope, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like an unfinished hallway.
Oh, it looks unfinished.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a hallway to nowhere. Maybe a closet that's not being in use. That's
We're missing
completely.
Do you remember anything from the
Completely
plans?
Thinking back to the plans.
It's
Shum,
real
shum, shum,
knowledge
shum,
on your
shum.
knowledge plans.
No.
Sometimes I just want to roll knowledge memory.
Let's look at the other door.
I'm still riding off the
The one
high
that
of
isn't
finding
secret.
the ring.
And we'll walk over to the other door, which I still don't see.
It's at the
Oh,
back.
now I see
Yeah.
it. Okay. All the way in the western corridor, all the way at the end.
So let's
sort of
open
back the way we came in the
the
direction it's
door.
pointing.
Yeah, so in this lecture hall, there are 2 aisles that are 10 feet below the stadium seating. Barnes jumped into one on the right side. That led to this secret hallway to nowhere. On the left side, now that you're exploring this corridor, it ends in a door as well. The stadium seating is now above you to the left. Zephyr steps up and opens the door.
Opens the door.
Sure about that?
Maybe a little more carefully and slowly.
How about a
and
perception
stealthily.
on the door?
Perception on the door, just because this one isn't hidden.
Okay. I'm going to go with your first answer. Yes, I open the door.
Oh.
You open the door.
First answer, best answer. Is what they say.
And you see a small room.
Uh-oh.
There is an iron and wood chair fitted with leather restraints in the northern portion of this room. The east wall is covered by Joe's like, this is so great.
It's good horror, dude. This is like good horror.
The east wall is covered by wooden shelving, upon which sits an unsettling collection of manacles, alchemical supplies,
Torturing people.
and various lengths of rope.
Torturing people.
Who is this doctor? What is he a doctor of?
The chair
Maybe
with
he doesn't know about this place, Barnes. Maybe somebody else built it.
It can't be.
But he built it without his knowledge.
He was
Without
such a
knowledge.
nice guy.
You should tell
And then
him.
put the blueprints for it in his
In his
bedroom.
room. They hid it from him in his own room.
the chair with
They hid it from him in his own room.
the chair with the restraints has casters on the bottom of it, so it can be like wheeled about the room.
Oh my god, that's so much. That's so horrible for some reason.
Is it all clean?
Yeah, I mean, some of the manacles look a little rusty. Some of the tools.
Oh, so they restrain you and give you tetanus.
There's also another door leading further south and out of this 15 by 10 foot room.
All right. I vote we explore the secret doorway first and then come back and deal with this torture chamber. I don't think good things lie down this way.
All right, you can go back.
But I'm happy to be outvoted.
Go back to Spiderweb secret door.
Well, there's another door. No?
Just
Yeah, all
peek.
right.
Behind the
You want
door
to peek
now.
behind this one?
Well, it's just so close.
You do this every time.
All right, perception.
Fine.
Let's just peek behind the door the way I just happen to want to go.
Perception at this door.
Knocking.
perception at this
It's a crime to
Here,
talk now.
Here, and
I don't.
This voice, the
Guys, shut up! I can't hear. I can't hear anything because they won't shut up.
Yep, you're listening. They're just talking and yelling at each other.
Natural one.
That door. I can't hear anything.
It's just a guy's disagreement.
Okay, well, why don't one of you come up here and listen then? I can't hear anything.
Here, I've got this, and I pull out my brass ear, which fits in my inner ear, and I can lean in and listen to the door.
A hearing
On
trumpet.
your character sheet?
Yeah, I bought this.
You just bought. What does it do?
It's a brass ear. It's a short flared tube. It fits against the ear canal when used to listen through a door, window, thin wall, or similar barrier. The barrier would normally increase the DC of the perception check. The DC increases by only half as much as normal.
It's a
Or were
it's a
you
hearing trumpet.
increasing the DC because of the closed door?
Obviously.
Just make sure you have that.
I mean, I had it.
Should
I mean, if we're playing by
I had
the
it
rules,
prep.
if we're playing by the rules, Joe,
Right, doesn't play by the rules.
I put this piece of metal in my ear
Okay.
and I lean against the
I
door.
adjust the DCs.
All right,
I'll roll.
that's awesome. I didn't realize that was an item in Path.
23.
Nothing. Not even like wind. You know, you can like, it sounds like it might be a larger chamber than the one you're in. It's, you know, you can tell if you like lean up against the door. That's a big room, small room. It's a bigger room. But you listen, you really listen, and you don't hear anything.
Sounds like a dead end.
Maybe more dripping water.
Huh. I wonder if this is another unfinished area. Doesn't sound like it's like a room or nothing.
You said that
Bonds
does
wants
sound
to
like a room.
pursue.
It sounds like not a big room though.
He
Said it was
a bigger
big
room.
room. Oh, sorry. I completely misunderstood.
Yeah.
It
let's
sounds
go
like
to
a
the one-
Sydney does not
big
have a
room.
brass ear.
What the hell?
Let's go, Bonds.
This one? or
One
the
to the north, no.
The door of the north!
It is interesting, as it is a secret, or keep following the secret. Leading where they don't want us to go.
Somebody's got to clear those spider webs.
We have to
I'll
tell
do it.
Dr. Riddleson.
Oh, yeah.
Buggles.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. With some fire.
Buggles will like step in, and push this way through, and just do an ignition to try to burn the webs away.
They fizzle away, and the hallway is clear.
Still on
Perception
the
check.
map. You just want to like punch a player in the mouth sometimes.
They're clearly still there.
I can't remove them.
Perception check for traps.
Wait, hold on. I can do something.
It's going to be worth it.
Nope. I'm just crossing it out. Probably can't even see that, can you?
Nope.
Okay. Well, still there.
All right.
Cool.
That was fun.
After you, Bonds.
Glad I did that.
Oh, God, I'm rolling terribly. 12 to check for traps.
Easy street, man. Easy street.
I will first.
Great.
I'll move.
Go, Bonds, go.
I'll move us up to where the spider webs were again, and then I'll check again. Natural 1.
Yeah.
I'll keep going.
All clear.
It's not two Maharas, man. Just walk up the door.
Listen at the door.
Okay.
There we go. 28.
I'm a door.
I'll open the door.
Open me.
You open the door.
Secret door.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Big room.
Whoa.
Holy
Wait,
shit.
What?
No.
What?
Oh!
What?
Inside of this room, it's a wide room, right? Long and wide from where you're standing, and it's bisected by a dry sewage channel.
I smell that sewage.
Kind of goes around the corner from where you're standing. You don't know how deep it goes. Dead ends against this brick wall to the north. To the south of the back part of the room, there is a set of 4 more of these iron and wood chairs, restraining straps, sitting against the wall on casters. To the west, so kind of where you are, there's a ramp leading up to a door and a narrow walkway holding several barrels and crates. Elsewhere in the room, there are 2 metal tables, big metal tables, while to the north and further east stand shelves holding large collections of alchemical and surgical tools. You see books, scrolls. There is a ton of material in this room. What do you do?
Everyone in Pathfinder that has a manor also seems to have a secret laboratory. I'm just disappointed that Dr. Ritalson has resorted to cliche.
Maybe it's not his.
Exactly.
Go in.
Someone needs to tell Riddleson.
Oh my god.
People are digging under his manor.
You are blind.
Secret laboratories down here.
Thinks that
Oh, man.
strange tests, they're summoning demons.
Oh,
We'll slowly walk in. I mean, it keeps opening wider and wider. There's all.
Wow.
What are these things? Did you describe these chairs?
Yep, they're all like those other chairs with
Rolling
restraints,
manacles.
rolling.
And then what is this? There's like a far table with some sort of.
Is that a torso?
Is that a
Like
suit?
an apron?
Yeah, is that
it's
like
an
a?
apron.
It's like a flame retardant suit or something. Like
It's like it's like an apron you would wear if you were doing surgery to like cover your body from.
It's like a butcher's apron.
Yeah,
This,
butcher's apron, really. And
Troy.
you see now that you're there that this sewage
Yeah.
canal that ends to the north wraps around and goes to the south.
I think Ramius is definitely interested in the surgical portion.
Oh, wow.
As a
Oh
medic,
my gosh. If
he
you
starts to slowly walk. He walks across the bridge of the.
did you see what was to the south when you walked across?
Whoa, what's down there?
Holy
Yeah,
crap.
this keeps stretching. There are doors in like half walls, but you don't need to.
Whoa.
The doors
What
allow you
the-
to bypass the sewage canal, but if you're standing to the north of the sewage canal, you can see straight through about 50, 60 feet to another chamber where, as Matthew has pointed out, there seems to be some sort of arcane symbols on the floor.
Yeah, it looks like
Summoning
maybe a
circles.
summoning circle. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I could just see the edge of it.
Yeah.
Wait a
Let's-
moment, Bonds, before we go.
And Ramius just wants to walk over to the implements. He just starts kind of like running his hand over the tools
Uh-huh.
and stuff, just getting a sense of, what their purpose is. Are they all for internal surgeries? Are they all seem to be for cutting open bodies and experimenting? Or
There are notes, there are books, there are scrolls everywhere. And they're like laid out, some aren't, but they all seem to be in use and they all seem to be connected to whatever is happening, not only in this room, but perhaps in other parts of this underground laboratory as well. As you just start to try and piece everything together, you notice that the notes are in a collection of common, Varisian,
Hmm.
and Aklo. Who speaks? Everyone speaks common. Does anyone speak Varisian?
I might. Hang
Let
on.
me look up, yeah.
And then who,
Nope.
if anyone, speaks Aklo?
No.
No.
I don't speak either of those.
Fey and Gnomish.
Fey and Elvish.
Nice.
Where am I looking? I am Varisian. Do I speak Varisian? No. I speak Common, Elven, and Goblin.
You should have taken Parisian, you fool.
It's your heritage.
Your Shud, your heritage. You feel like there is a ton of stuff here for you to look through, but where you only speak common, it would take some time. But you do feel as if you could uncover information here. There's also other stuff beckoning to you, several other doors that have been explored, and now this symbol. So you tell me what you want to do here. You do feel like this is almost like a library, but you'd have to spend a lot of time here, especially where you only speak one out of the three languages. So you can do that, or you can press on.
Let's press on and come back.
Yeah.
All right. I do want to come back here, though.
I do as well. But in case there's anything dangerous down this way, we should proceed.
All right. Lead the way, Bonds.
Very well. Do I have to open the door?
Yeah, unless you want to walk through the sewage canal.
I don't. I'll check it for traps. That's going to be a 20, dirty 20.
Seems fine.
I'll open the door. Okay.
Oh, right in the water.
Don't want to go in the sewage canal. I don't love the presence of a sewage canal. All right, I'll check this door for traps.
That symbol, very visible.
That's going to be a 22 trap finding.
Seems okay.
I'll open the door.
Cool.
Oh boy. So there's another
Oh,
sunken area in the floor, is this a continuation of the sewage canal?
It seems like it may have once been a continuation of the canal, but it has been repurposed into like a recess in the space where an arcane symbol has been drawn. This chamber is huge, though. It's a big rectangle, and it stretches further to the right. There is a 10-foot wide hallway both to the east and the west, leading, kind of to the west, back from whence you came, and then deeper west. Let me explain this chamber that you're in now, though, as it is
I don't
quite
love
unique.
these broken down cage doors down the pit.
Well, I can see down there through the west. That's where, like, maybe they were building another path into this room. That empty hallway that's unfinished connects.
So let's talk about this. It looks like it used to be maybe a large reservoir, part of this sewer canal or the sewage system, but the pool, the rectangular pool, is now empty. To the west, rusted iron gates have been battered open to allow access to a tunnel beyond. It's hard to tell from where you're standing how deep the tunnel goes or if it's even finished. The east and the north from where you came, more sewage tunnels providing access into other areas. And then within this dry reservoir glows a 10-foot diameter magic circle. And as you enter the chamber, it glows a little deeper, and the temperature in the room drops about 30 degrees.
This could only mean good things.
It drops about 30, 40, 50, 60, until suddenly it's freezing.
What?
My God.
You feel as if you were at the crown of the world.
Oh no.
In the span of a few heartbeats, it goes from like musty and damp to freezing. A moment later, frost starts to rime the edges of the walls in the corner of the room.
Great use of the word rhyme.
Yeah, thanks.
Good rhyme, John.
Good rhyme, John.
Rhyme with no H and no Y. R-I-M.
R-I-M-E,
Yeah, good use.
Rhymers of Eldritch.
Rhymers of Eldritch.
Frost covering all surfaces, spreading out. The whole room turns to ice, and then from the circle, black tentacles begin to emerge and writhe and roil into this shadowy mass of darkness. As these tentacles emerge from the circle, like black ectoplasm starts to come in through the cracks in the walls and the ceiling. And as it starts to form towards this mass of tentacles, you see that this roiling ectoplasm has on top of it thousands of lidless eyes that just are open and making their way to form this ghostly, enormous creature that seems to float in the center of the room. And then a voice enters all of your minds, calling you by name. And we'll see you next week.
Oh.
Is it the voice we've heard before?
Yeah, I'm wondering.
I think they have the wrong Zephyr.
Nobody
That's not me! That's not me!
There's so many Theabakai.
That's a Numa!
I don't know.
It's a new
Can you hear me?
You must be mistaken.
Oh my God.